Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Polly. We're going to continue or begin, I don't know which one it's going to be, with my massive haul. I will say I'm recording this part, re-recording. So the first impression, I'm going to do it again, and I'm kind of happy that this fell on this specific fragrance because it's a very hard fragrance for me to understand, to be honest. So I haven't sprayed anything today. I haven't done any kind of stimulant to my nose because I want that fragrance to be the first one, so I have a better understanding what is happening. All right, so let's begin. So continuing from Tom Ford, I got, and these are not blind buys, I've been wanting these guys for a very long time. So I got Metallique, which I love. Phoebe, it's just, sometimes I have to apologize for my facial expressions, but this is why I adore fragrances so much. It's just, I'm a person that is like, I'm dependent on feeling things. If I don't feel something, I have no interest. So, and fragrances make me feel so many things. They take me to places that I can't be, or it's almost, you know, when I always thought I wanted to be an actor or actress, obviously, but because I'm always so jealous, they get to be so many people in their lifetime, you know, or people that travel, they get to see so many places in their lifetime. So for me, fragrances almost kind of open a little gate into that aspect. All right, then we have Tom Ford Ombre Leather. This is the Eau de Parfum with the black label on it. As I said, I'm visual. That's how I remember: black label, white label. There we go. From Boucheron, I have the boxes underneath this thing. I just don't like the boxes. So we have Amber d'Alexandria, and we have the Feve, which I don't know, Tonka. But this is the Tonka fragrance. I'm gonna do a full review on them really like today, and I'm gonna compare them to BDK Velvet Tonka and Angel's Share from Kilian. Okay, so these are both really great. I got them on Jama Shop for under $100. I can't complain. They're 4 ounces each. Yeah, so gorgeous bottles, terrific scents. Fall and winter, superb. All right, then from BDK, I got 2. One I got just now in the mail. So I started with little samples like the 2 ml from the company. I selected 4 that I was very curious about, including Gris Charnel, which I have in I think a 10 ml. I don't know, Gris Charnel was kind of a disappointment, to be honest. I feel like it's so hyped that I expected something mind-blowing, and I was like, it's nice, but my mind is really not blown. And it actually smells familiar. So I don't know, that was kind of my thing. But what I did get is Pas Ce Soir. I did not like it from first sniff. I kind of thought it was like, oh, you know, whatever, like, oh, feminine, floral, sweet, whatever. But then it started opening up on me, and I got the quench, like really, really good, and with some cinnamon, and I was like, okay, I'm hooked. I love it. So I got a bottle, and same thing. Honestly, I love this next fragrance after the 4th time I smelled it from my little sample, and when it turned as it did, I was like, yes, I need it. And I keep going back because I'm also very aware of what type of fragrances I love, which those are the ones that I buy. But right now I'm buying them during my summer, and as I am drilling into your brain already, probably, I'm in Arizona and it's 50 Celsius, 120 degrees Fahrenheit. These type of fragrances that are my kind of favorite, they don't do well in that heat. And they're not meant for that heat, at least not for me. Some people will, I just don't. For me, this is fall winter. So that's why I keep revisiting fragrances in different times of the year as well. But either way, blah blah. Creme de Cuir, because I love my leather, and this is a gorgeous leather fragrance. It really took me a moment, but when it opened up the right way on me, I was like, oh, sold, spicy and gorgeous. And so I'm super in love and obsessed. I will definitely do a review on this a little bit later. Another one, actually recommendation. Thank you guys. So this is from Latafa. I cannot pronounce the full name. Don't even ask me to. Be nice. So this is the bottle. This is from their Pride collection. I will say that. It's like, was it 30 bucks? Maybe less? I don't know. From Amazon. And guys, it's good. It's really good. I will say in the opening, I don't know if it's the leather or the woods, but there is a bit of like a chemical burned tire kind of scent, but it's really, I mean, it's noticeable for me, but it's not aggressive. It's almost kind of a cool touch, kind of how I find Montal Oud to be sharp, but in a cool way. So that's how I find it here, but it's also giving me like a leather, tobacco, tonka, little iris or something like that. It's so in terms of that, I love it because instead of just being another fragrance, you have that little, I don't know, like a burnt tire element that makes it really beautiful and unique, and I really like it. And then in the dry down, that aspect completely goes away and it's just this delicious, sweet, kind of deep, powdery scenario, which is lovely. I love it. And oh, Phoebe, you scared me. Honey, what? Did you see a bug? What are you barking at? I'm sorry. What? I don't want to rub your butt. Oh, she has an itchy butt. All right, the last one. From Memo, which I'm really curious about that brand, but the first one that I got, and I got a sample first with African leather, and I got Italian leather. And I heard really good things about African leather and very controversial things about Italian leather, but I was really curious. I was thinking, like, tomato leaf? What? How are we, like, I just needed to know what is gonna happen with a tomato leaf. And that's the one that I got. That's the one that I really fell in love with. I found it to be really unique and different, but still in an easy way. Definitely not for summer, because I did spray it in the summer, almost killed myself. So Italian leather by Memo, I love it. It's really unique. I even love the box. It's so beautiful, like a trip to this magical land. And there's a map. I love it. It's gorgeous. The journey is the destination. I love it. So I will give you a full review, and I will explain exactly what that tomato leaf does and how this actually does smell. And you don't really need to be scared of the tomato as much, but this is a very unique fragrance, which is the glory and the beauty of it. So I adore it. It's definitely my style. Okay, so now to the belle of the ball, the one that, ooh, it's also a new one. All right, so this is from the Canto Canto. So this is Cor Gentile. Okay, it's from the blue line. This is a very difficult fragrance. Not difficult, but not easy for me to understand for some reason. I don't know. So in terms of the notes, let me actually see if they have the notes in this one, so I know I'm 100% correct. There's a lot of stories. Mustine. No, it's going to be more of stories. Amans, which I'm really curious about. Amans. Irea as well. Cor Gentile, there we go. Mia Culpa is another. I think I want the entire line. I don't know. Okay, so here's the top notes. Black pepper at the top, and soft musks, juniper berries, and myrrh. And then middle, camellia, rose, lily, carnation, velvet, and linen. Huh. In the base, you have sandalwood, patchouli, vanilla, and Russian leather. So the notes here and what I have on my list from Fragrantica don't 100% match. So there's certain things lacking. So from what yesterday I picked up, the first thing for me was carnation. And the carnation is from the 80s, early 90s. It's a spicy one, okay? It's that, it doesn't make the fragrance retro, but you better know how you are with carnation, and you better know that you really like your carnation like that, okay? It's hard for me to explain this fragrance. First of all, I'm saying that I love this fragrance. So it's not a safe blind buy. I will say that. It's a safe blind buy for people kind of with my taste. You like different, you like kind of weird, unique, complex. Your spectrum of the things you enjoy in fragrance is beyond wide, right? You like all frequencies. You're great with them all. This is unisex. I can 100% see this on a man. Like 100% see this on a man. That spicy carnation with those woods would be stunning on a man. Stunning on a man. A little 5 o'clock shadow, black gray kind of like a sweater. There's a little sweetness and softness just because Canto does things beautifully like that. There's always going to be an element of something round and very soft, like a base, but there's also kind of that bitterness and that spiciness. Trying to figure it out. The black pepper is just, it's for me, it's almost like, if I'm looking at the notes, black pepper meets carnation, juniper berries. Like, it's almost like an attack of those three. And then you have the musks, the myrrh, the linen, the rose, and the lily, kind of trying to like calm them down, give them some grace and some beauty. But it's not a feminine floral. Like, I don't smell this and automatically think lady. Right now a little bit more florals come out, but they're all very spicy. Like, it's that carnation and black pepper that are dominating, and it's kind of, you have all these nice soft beautiful notes, and then you squeeze like a juice of this carnation, black pepper, and now they're all saturated with it. So they still have their essence, but you cannot deny what you just kind of squeezed upon them, so to say, right? And then, so the base is the sandalwood, patchouli, vanilla, and Russian leather. So I will, before Russian leather, the sandalwood and vanilla is going to be the Canto gorgeous, smooth sandalwood. That's how he does sandalwood. It's phenomenal. I love it. Patchouli is going to give that earthiness, which will, with a Russian leather, that's right now I'm kind of thinking about it because I haven't worn it, but I'm thinking because I also know how they do things, you know, my little collection there. It's going to add to the pepper and the carnation, supporting that aspect of that bitter, of that earthy, of that pepper, of that spicy, with that leather. And then you have the sandalwood, the vanilla, and the pretty notes, and they're kind of combined and clash in a way, but they prevent from one side overtaking and vice versa. It's kind of a yin-yang scenario almost. This is beautiful. This is fall. This is winter, but this is great for fall, like a stroll in the park when the leaves are already kind of falling, your trees are almost completely bare. Ooh. It does require mental maturity. This is not for young people, in my opinion, unless you have, there's something melancholic here. That's what I want to say. It's something very poetic, a little melancholic, but in the best way. You know, when I love melancholy, for me, it's the most creative part or mindset, and that's, either way, that's my representation. Now, right now, I'm getting a little bit of that linen. Something clean is trying to break through. It's like, but I don't know. I'm going to continue wearing this. I'm going to definitely wait for a colder weather, or maybe if I'm traveling or if I'm going somewhere in like more of a woody area, I'll take this one with me to really get a better feel. Because the other fragrances that I have, I kind of like get them. This one is different. This one is a mood. You know, it's one of those, which I love. If you have more like fragrances that you know that are more of a mood fragrance, incense, by the way, I'm looking for a good incense fragrance. Please help girl out. I love incense, but I don't want it to be smoky incense, like something's burning. I don't like that. I want an actual like church, like I'm walking into a giant Catholic church. It can be Gothic, it can be a Russian church, it can be whatever church. Just tell me what you know. So this is my first, well, now it's second impression. It's a beautiful fragrance, but it's definitely not a stay blind buy. But you know, here's what I actually did want to add. You know that Gentile, you would think, okay, gentle. All of these notes and how you know, I'm describing, and the bitterness and the spiciness and the pepper and then this and this and that. Yes, in essence, but it's all very, you know, it's like a kitten. It's presented, it's like a baby tiger. It's a tiger, but it's a baby. It doesn't scream. It doesn't overwhelm. This is not a, maybe it's a great performer in longevity, just because I have good longevity with Canto, but it's not a beast of, you're gonna put this on and you're gonna suffocate yourself and it's gonna be too much. I feel, you know, the opening and then pretty quickly, and then it just kind of sits in this nice little bubble around you. You can smell it with whiffs and wind, but it's not persistent. I have a lot of fragrances, for example, from Montal that I love how they smell, but my God, they're persistent. It's like drilling in your brain. And after like 3 hours, I'm just like, I can't take it anymore. And there's no way to wear it any other way. We need a sweet spot, Montal. But either way, this one is, I think is beautiful. It is getting a little bit cleaner, a little bit more floral right now. It's fabulous. All right. This is it. This is it. That's all I got. All right, guys. Thank you for watching and joining. Do subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.